Hello, good evening, Earthlings. On planet Earth, it's evening here. Good morning and good afternoon to anybody who is having a good morning, good afternoon. So, Cinderella did not go to the ball to collect her little bauble, her little fake award. And I have been watching and reading, especially page 6, the sort of go-to article. And there has been some little announcement that she didn't go because she felt less is more. That she didn't mention her security. This is all an insider said. That she felt she needed to take a step back because she didn't like the criticism. No mention of the fact that she was nearly killed in New York. No mention of security. No mention of PAPs. Just the mention that she felt she needed to take a step back. Now, thanks to one of you guys, and I can't remember the username, forgive me, but one of you guys said, look up Mamma Mia Australia magazine. And there is an article. I don't know if I can find the link, but if I can, then I will post it in the description. Basically saying Harry is destroying her life because she seeks the cameras and he is the complete opposite. He does not want the cameras because of what happened to his mum. And I completely understand where he's coming from. Well, not completely, actually, partially I can understand. I have an extensive book written by John Morgan on Princess Diana's death. And it's got copies of autopsies and witness statements and a lot of facts. And I just went through the whole thing like a sieve. Going through Google searches, checking names, checking facts, checking everything. Not believing anything. Not taking his word for it. And I would say that the John Morgan book is about 82% accurate. Now, I'm an enormous fan of H.G. Tudor. Enormous fan. But, and he is an expert in narcissists. And I can't remember what he calls Meghan, a level 1, a level 2, something like that. Now, as a lot of you know, Graham, me, our daughter and son have had 2 narcissistic, come join us, Graham, narcissistic psychopaths in our lives. Well, we didn't realise they were there. We bought our boat in 2007 and we didn't actually live on her. We moved down to Gibraltar in 2010 and that's when we actually met them and found out. Now, our 2 narcissistic psychopaths they're actually a lot worse than Meghan. They're worse, wouldn't you say? I mean, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. In fact, one person said to me, I bet they're a pair of serial killers. And I've often wondered. And somebody else, completely separate, said, I bet they cut people up and flush them down the loo.
I didn't hear that one.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, right.
But I did hear someone say they sit up late at night thinking of ways to fuck people up.
Yes, yes.
They love breaking up couples, and she's dead now, that woman who said that. But she said, no, anyway, yeah.
Well, let's not identify them.
No.
But it's interesting because she didn't go to the Gracie Awards last night. And now I didn't know, I genuinely had no idea if she would go or not. But I have said in a previous video that our two psychopaths, and I'm not suggesting that Meghan is a psychopath, but our two, when they have a hammer blow, and I mean South Park was bad, and then the New York fiasco was bad, our two would hide. They would hide. In fact, they hid in a really unusual way years ago.
Oh, when they went to the
Oh, yeah.
Northern Lights.
Yeah, don't get too specific. They were skint, in debt, up to their necks. They'd caused a ton of shit for a load of people. And they were bullshitting it about, you know, not quite getting awards, but they were like, oh, we're the big I am. And then they hid. That's what our narcs do. They hide. When they are totally fucking defeated, they hide. And they hid in their flat and they rented a sunbed to make it look like they had suntans of a certain nature, like you've been skiing.
Where the fuck do you get a sunbed from in Gibraltar? Where'd you hire a sunbed from in Gibraltar? You can't.
Do you
I don't
remember
know
that?
anyone that hires sunbeds.
It was so ludicrous. They hid in their flat. They announced to everybody they were going on holiday. We're going on holiday. They dragged little suitcases. They paraded them in front of us, in front of everybody. We're going on holiday, everybody. We're going on holiday, everybody. And then they snuck back to their flat and they hid with a sunbed with goggles on to make it look like they've been skiing. And everyone in Gibraltar knew it was a fucking lie. Everybody knew it was a lie, didn't they? It was humiliating.
They were all pointing and laughing.
And they were like, oh, we've been on an extravagant holiday. I mean, until you've had a psychopath like that in your life, you don't understand what they're like or how far they will go. Now, Markle not going to the Gracie Awards last night, I can well imagine. I honestly thought she'd do a Zoom thing, but she wouldn't even do that. The woman has crawled into a shell, just like Arnott. Don't they? Do you know what? I nearly said their name then. But they do, don't they?
Don't ever say their name.
Those who shall not be spoken of.
Those who shall not be named. We do not speak of.
But they do, don't they? You see when they crawl. One time, one of them walked past us with a big bottle of champagne, like, oh, I'm celebrating, you know. But it's like wide mouth frog, narrow mouth frog. And Meghan has basically, I think, realised America is laughing at her. I think she finally got the South Park joke.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think she got the South Park joke.
I think she's too thick-skinned and stupid to realise it.
I don't think so.
Everybody, why she's got such a big following is because people are laughing at her. That's really cruel to say, but it's true. That's how I see it.
Now,
You know,
I've got to...
If I would love to be Meghan Markle, right?
Really?
If I woke up tomorrow and I was Meghan Markle, I'd be like, wow.
You'd
and I would
touch
think
your tits first, wouldn't you?
I'd be doing all that.
You'd be
Harry,
looking for them.
you're fired. I'm off. Good night, Vienna. I'll be out of there like a rat out of an aqueduct, for sure. What the fuck is she thinking about? What is she doing?
She's not seeing life in reality. She's not got things in proportion. Let's say that. I used to work with and volunteer for an organisation called Pink Pig. You can look it up. They're still doing it.
The Citizens Advice Bureau.
No, Pink Pig was for children who have cancer, who are terminally ill, little kids. And I went and did a stint at Hove Town Hall, dressed as a Care Bear, and there were all these little kids. It was like a wish come true or something like that. But the lady who organised it, she paid for everything and it was wonderful, and they could go to Disneyland or they would wish come true. And it was heartbreaking. Meghan and Harry, you're pathetic.
Spoiled.
You are pathetic. Harry, particularly, you are pathetic. You are a shame to your mother. A shame. Your mother would be ashamed of you. Your mother held leprosy victims, AIDS victims. She actually said she knew that the people she was talking to would probably be dead within days. You are fallen so far, Harry. Fallen so far for this plastic tart. I'm sorry, Markle, and I don't diss sex workers in this, because Graham's daughter, my stepdaughter, is a sex worker, a hard-working, loving girl. Meghan, you are a cheap piece of crap.
With drug problems.
Hide. Oh, Vicky has drug problems, not Meghan.
No.
I don't know if Meghan has drug problems.
But come on, privileged multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Whinging about things that most people dream about.
Whinging about fuck all, if you'll excuse my French.
Yeah.
Je ne parle français.
I mean, come on, we're huge fans of Lady Diana, so from that context, from that angle, we're
and I'm going to say
on
something.
Harry's side, but we're not. We are and we're not.
No, I'm going to say something now that's quite shocking. The person that has been constantly in touch with me from Team Harry is JJ. HG Tudor dedicated a video to JJ. JJ is a commenter here. JJ has a channel. I'm actually quite fond of JJ as a person.
Yeah.
JJ. I believe JJ is Harry. I believe JJ is Harry. When I said to you guys a couple of months ago, I've been in touch with someone from Team Harry, and would you like me to do a live with them? That's who I'm talking about. I think it's Windsor himself. And I have been chewed down by JJ, talking to me like Harry talks about William in Spare. JJ and I have been in touch by WhatsApp. She's been on the comments. He has been on the comments. And they have said, Fiona, you're a mean girl. You read the tabloids. Despite the fact I've said multiple times I have not read the tabloids. There you go. So if you see JJ in the comments, I believe that is Windsor himself. Well, Windsor, kids die of cancer. People are born with disability. People have all kinds of disadvantage, you moron. And you are a multi-millionaire and you are whinging about what? And his spokesperson has said, oh, how dare people like us not believe that the car chase was catastrophic? I don't believe it. I think it's a total fucking lie. I think Piers Morgan was right. Meghan is a liar. She is a liar. They both said they had nothing to do with finding freedom, and then it turns out they did. They are liars, and how can they seriously expect any of us to believe a sodding word they say? Oh, I'm going to kill myself. Albert Hall. There she is with perfect makeup. Fuck off. She's a liar, and no PR is going to persuade me otherwise. My only reservation is I think that they're in such a toxic relationship, one or the other's going to kill the other one sooner or later. And I don't accept if their fans and their sugars say, oh, the marriage broke up, because we all know it's breaking up. It was the pressure. Fuck off with that one as well. They're multi-millionaires, members of the royal family.
There's no pressure.
Fuck off. Graham and I, we met in the 90s.
Late 90s.
And I went on the run, and Graham gave up his flying club, everything, to come with me because we were in love. And
Still are.
most definitely. And we had not a penny to rub together, and that's how most of our marriage has been. And we've been through a lot of shit. And we had the police and the Daily Mail and the press and everything going on. And it didn't break us up. So if Meghan and Harry and their sugars dare to go there and say, oh, well, the racism, the pressure, no wonder they broke up. Fuck off.
Didn't you steal £300 million?
Oh, something like that. God.
I wish.
I think Harry needs to grow up. Unless he's retarded, which in some way he's arrested
Diana
development.
did say, oh, William's fine. It's Harry that I worry about.
Anyway.
Or words to that effect.
So in answer to the question, why did Meghan not attend last night if she is anything like our two psychopathic narcissists that we know in our lives? She couldn't face it. That's why she didn't go to the coronation. She couldn't face the booze, but then she don't like the UK. But to face it in her own country, in America, no less, Los Angeles.
She bottled out, that's what I think.
Yes.
Her bottle. There's no way she wouldn't go along to collect her award that she'd paid for. Oh yes, aren't I marvellous? I'm marvellous, darling. But no, she wasn't there. What's the song goes? Da, 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 da. That song? But she's not there. She got da, 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 but she's not there. I so want to play that music, but I get struck off for copyright police.
You sang it beautifully.
Thank you, darling.
As always, we look forward to hearing
Comments
your
and
thoughts
things.
and opinions.
Good night, and may your God go with you.
And don't forget to use your freedom of